Hello everyone,
I am Sharan Kumar Singh.
and I am Aradhika Nigam, and we are part of the Experience Technology team at Publicis Sapient. The coronavirus pandemic has sickened more than 23 million people the world over, and India is the third worst hit by this after the United States and Brazil. This is not merely a serious public health concern, but a possible trigger to a disastrous socio-economic and political crisis. The uncertainty of the pandemic and its ripple effects have forced everyone to grapple with new challenges and responsibilities. To curb the pandemic, lockdowns were imposed by governments across the world. Going out to work or to meet friends, being stuck in Bangalore traffic for hours, to suddenly having to work from home, staying indoors for months together, life has changed completely.
So, around that time, in the middle of the night, I suddenly realized how critical the situation is. And like me, there must be millions of people who would want to know what is happening around our neighborhood and what is happening around our states or, of course, across India. So, this is what led me to build this COVID 19 tracker for India. I will now take you through this project and talk about its unique features. The first unique thing about this app is that it allows you to see the per day case count, total case count for any given month very easily. The clean and elegant UI allow users to look into the data more closely and effectively, even on mobile devices. And not just that, as you can see, the chart here is much clearer and more meaningful than what other apps provide, making it easier for users to draw conclusions. As we can see, in this month, the highest number of daily case count is 70,000. And now, if the user wants to go back and see what would be the daily case count in the month of June, so you can easily select the month from here, let's say June, and look at the data. So the highest number of daily case count in the month of June is about 20,000. So with this UI, it gives more flexibility to a user to look at the previous data easily.
Through all the years of being a front end developer, we understand that UI plays a key role in how easily a user is able to assimilate, relate, and interact with information on a website. Not every user has analytical background, right? This is the very reason why we've tried to present the information in a more meaningful way.
All right, let's move on to the next feature, the map view, because maps present the information about a place in a simple and visual way. If users wants to see the impacted zone across India, they can through this view, which is more insightful than the map views in other trackers. Let's first take a look at the map view on Bing. No doubt this map has a very cool and has a zoom in, zoom out features, but there is something still missing on it. When we hover over this, I do get some information about the selected state or district, but these circles or bubbles are not clearly showing the information in terms of active, recovered, or confirmed cases, right? So I thought of improving that user experience and implement all those features in this tracker that I have built by separating the information into different categories and making the information more distinguishable to users. Now imagine if the user wants to see the recovered number of cases or which area has more recovered cases, they will be able to see it very easily. It is also allowing the user to move through these categories very easily and super quick. And not only that, this app will not clutter everything into a single map. Let me show you what I mean by that. At first, user will see the affected state, and once the user will click on that state, Then user will able to see all the affected district of the selected state. Now this gives the clear understanding to the user and helps them to draw their conclusion. Since we are not showing, and also in these districts maps, user can also switch to different categories and can understand very easily which districts or which area has more or less number of cases, and these circles will grow or reduce based on the number of cases. Now let's move, and also you can toggle to a stream view of a map, which helps you to visualize and experience all the cases spread across India.
Now moving on to the next part, the data API. Data is the fuel of any app, right? And at this point, some of you might also be wondering that where is all the data coming from? What is the source of the data? And how frequently is the data getting updated with the latest numbers?
So when I started searching for the data API for this tracker, I found many sources, but my search stopped on this data API because it's an open source and data is updated very frequently. So this tracker is consuming this particular data API. Initially, it was very challenging to understand this huge data and choose which endpoint should I go with, and to understand the relationship between these data. I failed many times to consume this data API at first because whenever I thought the data is structured in a certain way, after some days, the data endpoint got updated or new one got introduced. Then I had to start all over again. So it was kind of very challenging to understand and to use this data API. This app gets updated with the latest number as soon as the data API is updated, which happens very frequently. Having said that, this information may vary with the official data because this data API is an open source API. You may find the link to this API in the info section of this app. This app is now handling a very big in size time series data in an optimized and very performance efficient way, making user interaction very smooth, clear, and interactive. Now moving on to the next feature, the search. These apps allow users to search through the data. If you wish to see your district or state wise information, this app can display that as well. So suppose if here I am trying to search mm, Maharashtra, so this app is giving me all the information about Maharashtra and all the case count of Maharashtra district wise, as well as the top 5 affected district of Maharashtra. Along with that, if the user is looking for information on the most affected state, this tracker also provides the information with a clear separation of cases count across different states. Just an add-on feature, you can also view this entire tracker in a dark theme mode, which is auto-enabled in the evening based on your local time. It took me around 2 months to build this entire app, and the tech stack that I used to build this was React as the front-end library, Rechart as the charting library, D3 for data visualization, and data API that I mentioned earlier.
And that brings us to the end of the session. The whole purpose behind building this app was to create one single place for users to assimilate, interact, and relate with information related to COVID-19 in India. We'll paste the link to the open source project in the chat window. Please feel free to explore and share your feedback. We're now open for questions. You may type in your questions in the questions tab on the right, or use the raise your hand feature and we'll try to address them.